it's a very move on your part to keep avoiding Dean.
Then debate me!
People like
Let
you.
me on the mic! Let me on the mic!
Get Dean on the mic!
Who is this guy sniping through the whole America just trying to debate Charlie Kirk? His name is Dean Withers. He is known for sharing his political views on TikTok along with Parker. On the internet, there are two types of voices. One of them is calling Charlie Kirk a coward, only debating students, or a lying piece of shit. On the other side, there are also people supporting him and seeing him as a good political debater. However, on the internet, the viewpoints about him are extremely polarized. Which one is the truth? But something is clear, Dean Withers is indeed annoying. In the videos of him debating, it is mostly him speaking over people and being the loudest. It is also just ridiculous the amount of people who agree with Ludist equals correct toxic mess on the internet. He also constantly shifts the perspective of words without actually responding to what his opponent said, which is annoying. In his debate against Ben Shapiro said, "I think that under a constitutional structure, abortion should be left up to the states." And he continues with, "I do think abortion is murder, although I don't think all forms of murder are morally equivalent." But Dean Withers said, so you think abortion is murder, and you think that abortion should be left up in the states. So in other words, you think murder should be left up in the state, which completely twisted what Ben Shapiro just said. Well, in George Janko's podcast to interview people, Charlie Kirk was on episode 88, and he also responded to his performances in July B's video, "Can 25 liberal college students outsmart one conservative?" with what he thinks about Dean, Withers, and Parker, TikTok. In the actual video, Charlie Kirk agreed with George Janko's point where Dean is getting a lot of people encouraging the way that he is behaving on TikTok. So he is speaking above you and talking fast and not letting you speak. And I think once he learns that, like, hey, you should listen to the person that's talking to you, TikTok, he might be able to digest what those people are saying, and then he could come and argue for us. In the newest debate that Dean and Parker have, they're debating Hayden Rudy on transgenderism, and the most shocking thing is that Parker and Dean left the debate at the end without any warnings, while Hayden is trying to explain his Trinity. In the video towards the end, after Park just shifted his definition to fit his arguments, which is insufferable, then Dean brought up how Hayden don't hold the univocal definition of the term God. And that is completely off topic. And while Hayden was trying to explain to Dean and Parker about his Trinity, they just ended the live and left. Like literally just ended the live mid-discussion while Hayden was trying to finish a point. That's not debating, that's rage quitting. At the end, on TikTok, without a doubt, Hayden Rodeo won the debate against Dean and Parker. This type of actions Dean and Parker have on the internet and real life, going through the whole America just trying to debate Charlie Kirk after all, is just trying to get clicks on the internet. Tuck. So yeah, is Charlie Kirk avoiding Dean Withers? Technically yes, but is it because he's scared? Nah, TikTok. It's more likely because he doesn't want to waste time on someone who turns every conversation into a shouting match and uses edited clips to go viral. At the end of the day, on TikTok, it seems like Dean and Parker are less about actually changing minds and more about building clout. And for Charlie, choosing not to engage might be the smarter move, not just to avoid unproductive debates, but also to stop feeding the hype machine. Let me know what you think. Is Dean a legit voice pushing boundaries, or just another intern loudmouth chasing clicks? Don't forget to like, sub, and drop your take in the comments. See you in the next one.